Hey everybody, it's Jade. And just a little disclaimer before the Simone Biles tarot card reading, I found out after the reading that the birth chart that I was looking at for Simone does not have an accurate birth time. So in the reading or at the start, before I do the reading, you can just ignore when I'm talking about the houses and her rising sign because I guess that's not accurate because there is not an official birth time for Simone Biles. So again, before the reading, when I'm talking about her birth chart, just ignore the houses. All the other planetary placements, they're all good. But yeah, as far as the houses go, I guess that's not accurate because we don't have an accurate birth time for her. Wish I knew that ahead of time, but I'm going to blame Mercury retrograde or Mercury and its shadow face on that. So anyway, hope you all still enjoy the reading and appreciate you watching. All right. Thanks. Hi, everybody. It's Jade. Thanks so much for cruising through and stopping by the channel, whether it's your first time being here or you're returning back. I appreciate you stopping by and watching. And if you like the channel, you like the reading, feel free to do all the things like subscribe, that would be great. And for the reading for today, I'm going to be doing the reading for Simone Biles. Can I say reading again? Okay, reading for Simone Biles. And if she wasn't the greatest of all time, she most certainly has cemented that now. I'm recording this on August 1st, hoping to get it up same day. But if I don't, that's the date that I'm recording this. And I had to write it down in my nerd notes. But again, greatest of all time before and even greater now because she has 9 Olympic medals, which is the most Olympic medals won by an American gymnast. So congratulations to Simone Biles. So I thought it would be a good reading to see what the cards have to say for her. And I did pre-shuffle. I will cut the deck in 3 and I'm sticking with the horseshoe spread. I've been digging it. So I'm going to continue with that, which is traditionally 7 cards, but we'll see how many cards fly out for her. And for those of you interested, I am using the Mermaid Tarot today. Yeah, definitely. I don't know why, I was getting Simone Biles vibes from the Mermaid Tarot. So, and then I did look up her, I did take a peek at her birth chart. I wrote down a couple of things, basically sun, moon, rising, and then a couple other tidbits here, which I will share now. So Simone, she's 27 years old. So she has just started her Saturn return. Well, I mean, didn't just start it, but it starts around the age of 27. You kind of start feeling it, before that a little bit as well. So she is a Pisces rising. She's got a sun in Pisces and she's got a moon in Gemini, which is, which is great. And her moon actually is in Gemini, is in the 3rd house, and the moon does the best in the 3rd house of communication and also in Gemini. So that's, and Gemini naturally rules the 3rd house too, because we start with Aries, 1st house, Taurus, 2nd house, Gemini, 3rd house, Cancer, 4th house, and so on. So I thought that was interesting that she's got her moon in the 3rd in Gemini. And then I also wrote down a couple of other things for her that I found to be notable. Her husband, Jonathan Owens, he's 29, she's 27. I only looked up his sun sign. He's a sun in Cancer, which is another water sign that bodes well with her sun sign in Pisces. But when you look at compatibility, a lot of times you want to look at somebody's sun with the partner's moon and vice versa. So her moon being in Gemini and then his sun sign being in Cancer, I mean, they're right next to each other, but not like amazing or not like terrible by any means, but a lot more to look at when in regards to compatibility. But I just wanted to point that out. And then she has her North Node, which is the Dragon's Head, which is where we are supposed to be going in this incarnation. She has the North Node and Mars in the 7th house of partnerships and other people, which I found to be kind of interesting. I believe I think she's a night chart. So Mars is a little bit less malefic for her. But I mean, even with, there was when her and Jonathan Owens got together, like before they got married, it kind of came out that, well, he said that he was the catch. So there was a little bit of like, I don't want to say like full on scandal or anything, but a little bit of drama right there, being he said that, you know, he was the catch when you're dating Simone Biles. Anyway, so that happened. And then Simone's fifth house is actually in Cancer. And the fifth house is what we find to be fun, entertaining, pleasurable. And children are found there, entertainments, gambling, things like that. And then also kind of interesting for Simone is she, in her first house of her physical self and her body, she has Venus, the Sun, and Mercury all in Pisces, all in her first house. And especially like everybody loves her, you know, it's just that Venus in the first house. But she also has Saturn in the first house too, but her Saturn is in Aries. So I was looking at the Placidus version of her chart. Some people do whole sign houses, whatever you prefer. And then Aries rules the head too. So with the Saturn return, her just starting that, figuring things out. And then even a couple of years ago at the prior Olympics, she was getting the twisties. I believe it happened at the previous Olympics, and she had to drop out. So it's kind of like the Saturn return was already lingering around at the last Olympics, especially, you know, it's like her body and her like mind weren't communicating, I think is kind of how the twisties go, but terrifying anyway. But I think people that do gymnastics and just tumble around, I'm just like amazed by it, that they can have their bodies do that and just fly around. I think it's like the coolest thing. So that's it for the nerd notes. Kind of a little bit of long nerd note section there. Already at 6 minutes, but I'll try to put a timestamp in there. All right, so I think I got everything. And like I said, I did pre-shuffle, so I'm going to cut the deck in 3. And then we're going to get rolling on the reading and see what the cards have to say for Simone. All right. So I'm just going to move my notebook over a little bit there. All righty. First card we need for Miss Biles is, aka the greatest of all time, is what's been going on in her recent past. So let's check it out. Well, that did not take long. Let's be surprised together because it landed face down. What is it? Oh, the 9 of Pentacles. All right. Not feeling completely solid there in the past with the 9 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles in reversal too can indicate a little bit of like loneliness. It's like you have everything going for you. You have enough money and like a place to live and all of this stuff, but still there's something missing there. Yeah, a little bit of like a lonely vibe. And that, you know, her and her husband got married, I believe, in 2023, last year. So, yeah, she could have been feeling a little bit of lonely, even though she was in a relationship with somebody, but still kind of feeling like a little bit not completely stable with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse here. And the Pentacles are associated with the Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So maybe not feeling completely stable, in a stable place either. And the 9 is so close to the 10, and the 10 is the completion when you get to the 10. So lingering around that, but not necessarily there. Like figuring out her footing is what, like, no pun intended, with the gymnast either. But yeah, with the 9 of Pentacles, it's and it could have been like she like made a wish or something too. And if it was a wish on like winning gold, taking the all around gold medal for this upcoming Olympics, well, she accomplished that. But yeah, the 9 of Pentacles in the past here, just not feeling, like I said, like you have everything around you that you need, but there's still some sort of feeling of loneliness, of instability. There's not firm footing there. And like I said, I'm getting like some sort of like making a wish too. Because if you look at the mermaid there as well, there she's in the like a wishing well there, you know, popping up. If you throw a coin in or throw a pentacle in, what can she grant you? Yeah, I feel like there was maybe a little bit of nervousness, or just not feeling completely stable before going into the Olympics. Like, how's it going to be? Am I still going to be the best? You know, am I still going to win? Are we still going to win? So yeah, that's what I'm getting from the 9 of Pentacles there in reversal for her. Yeah. All right. Now, let's go to what's happening for her at present. Let's see what pops out here for her at present. What do we got? Did that... Okay. I thought it flipped over. It did not. These two, I say this every time I use these cards, the mermaid cards. I love them. They're great. But they always fake me out. And it's just like, did I see a mermaid? And then you look away and then what? It's gone. That's kind of what the cards do, I feel like. All right, what's going on for her at present? Oh, okay. 2 cards came out for her. Oh, wow. There's a complete transformation happening for her. All right. So she got the 8 of Swords. All right. Feeling a little like held back in a sense, even though, you know, she won and she's getting all this acclaim and recognition right now. Feeling like she can't see something clearly here. Maybe held back in a sense too, a little bit. And yeah, not seeing everything completely clear. Like, obviously, I believe she knows like how great she is, but I did hear a little bit about how she was a little nervous. She in her last competition here for the all around. I don't know the exact gymnast terms. I feel like I say that every time too. Like, I don't know the exact terms, but she was a little bit nervous because I believe a woman from Brazil got very, very close with her in the scoring in the all around competition for women's gymnastics. So not being able to see completely clearly that, girl, you can take that blindfold off. You got it. You got it. And with the tower coming in there, crossing that, it's like, yeah, there is complete change and upheaval happening here. I mean, she made history is what she did. The tower changes things completely. And that crossing her. And two, maybe it's like, I feel as if she would never put this out publicly. And I mean, I could be wrong, because, you know, she's talked about like struggles and been open with that, but maybe there's a little something going on that she isn't necessarily being forthcoming about. I mean, just because you're in the public eye doesn't mean you have to share everything. Oh man, my computer's yelling at me that I need to plug in. So pardon me on that, everybody. I totally thought I was plugged in. Otherwise, I'll just be in the middle of the reading and then I'm gone. Okay, and Mercury's in its shadow phase, so I can blame the upcoming Mercury retrograde on this, I guess. But yeah, there's complete transformation happening here. And I mean, like I said at the beginning before the reading, she was already the greatest of all time. You know, a world-renowned athlete, obviously, famous, powerful. But now, taking that extra step to where you literally have the medals now. Like, you have everything to prove that actually you are the greatest of all time. Because these 9 Olympic medals, you know, the most Olympic medals won by an American gymnast. And yeah, there's something that's being changed here with the Pluto energy of the tower coming through, and with it crossing. It's like, you have it. You can handle this. Like, that's what I'm getting. But maybe there's a little bit of trepidation on her part at how like big this is. Like, how, like, I mean, because it's obviously it's the Olympics, it's global. So some sort of change happening here. And I don't know, this could, if this is in regard to her relationship too, she could feel like a little bit held back, or like she can't speak her mind completely per se. And I believe her husband got special permission from the NFL to go support her and be in Paris at the Olympics. So that's really, really great. But yeah, there's definitely some sort of upheaval and transformation that's happening here, that's taking place. And with the sword cards too, with the 8 of Swords at present, it could be, you know, going, because the swords are associated with mentality and, you know, your head, where you're thinking, where your thoughts are. So she could be at a little bit of like, what's next? Do I compete in the next Olympics too? They're going to be in the Summer Olympics are going to be in 2028. They're going to be in Los Angeles. So trying to figure that out as well. Like, I do think that for her, this is a big turning point in her life. Okay, do you want to move forward and keep going with Olympics? Do you possibly want to move forward and expand your family that you started with Jonathan. I mean, there's a lot of things here, a lot of possibilities. Because obviously, if she were to maybe have kids or want to have a child or something like that, that's going to impede, training for the next Olympics. So a lot happening there. Very, very powerful. It's a major arcana card with the tower there crossing. So yeah, she could have a lot on her mind right now. Like there's so much celebrating and so much happiness, and she should be so proud of her accomplishments. But like, what's next here? What's next for her? And if you hear any squeaking, that's my dog playing with her toys. So she just picked up one of her toys, squeaky toys. So that's what that is. All right, let's see what else is happening here. All right, outside influences. Yeah, I do feel like this is a huge turning point. And I say, let's keep going, and then I go back. But with the Saturn return too, and her being in the very, very beginning of the Saturn return, it's a pivotal point for everybody. It's from ages approximately 27 to 32. So she's just starting that, and she would be almost finishing that at the next Olympics too. So yeah, and with her Saturn being in Aries too, and Aries ruling the head. Yeah, a lot of thoughts on what's next. Like, what's next? Yeah, but something will be crumbling here. Something is crumbling, I should say, because it's at present. And it's just, figuring out which way she's going to go as well. All right, now let's see. What are the outside influences? That's next one we need. All right. If I can get a grip on the cards here. Okay. Oh! Speaking of having children, she got the Empress card in, I was going to say in reverse, but it landed cross. Another major arcana card. And the Empress is associated with motherhood. I mean, the mermaid is expecting there in this deck. Yeah, I feel like that's definitely on her mind. Expanding her family, her and her husband, next step there. Yeah, and it's crossed. So with the outside influences, this could be part of the Eight of Swords too, it's like, not being able to see and think clearly, because I feel as if she wants both, and who's to say she can't have both? Like starting a family and continuing her career. In gymnastics, it would just be a little bit different. I mean, I'm not a gymnast, and I don't have kids, but I would imagine, that's going to be a little bit different. And with the Empress cross here, there is something that's like there's some unstable ground in the family realm here with her. Yeah, and I'm just getting like she's really like, and that's part of the tower too, because if you're starting a family and having kids, that's going to completely, change your life. Completely life-changing. So I hear. Again, don't have kids, but, us that don't have kids, I think we can kind of grasp at how life-changing that is. Of course, you don't know until you're immersed in that, but I digress. So with the Empress crossing, it's just, what is next here? Motherhood? It's really what I'm getting. Motherhood, or continuing with what I'm doing and then maybe waiting until after that. But when the Empress is upright, very stable, very loving energy, and in reverse, not so much. But the fact is, it's crossing right now. So I don't want to say that she's maybe like getting like pressure from her husband or anything like that, because only she knows that. But some sort of like that is in the back of her mind. And I feel as if, too, she's like, okay, I'm 27 now. I've accomplished in my career making history. Now, what's next? Married, want to continue expanding family. And Pisces, too, ruled by Jupiter, is all about expansion. So, all right. But yeah, that's crossing there. I just think that's definitely on her mind. And since it's in the outside influences position, this leads me to believe maybe she is hearing it from her husband, or they're having discussions about it. Okay, after this Olympics is over, like, what are you going to do? Are we going to grow our family? maybe put a pause on that, maybe get a pet. But yeah, the Empress is the mother right there. So now let's see what the biggest hurdle is. What pops out? Let's see what pops out for the biggest hurdle. So she's got 4 cards on the ground right now, and 2 of them are major arcana cards. I may have to go take this toy away from my dog. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. Okay, little miss. You can't eat the stuff, okay? Come back. All right, everybody. I feel like this happened before, and it's the same toy. Okay, I should take notes, but for anybody wondering, she likes to eat this. Not good. And it's the same toy as last time. I should learn my lesson. It's the weird, like, rodent thing. Okay. All right, we're back. Okay. What's the biggest hurdle for Simone? What's the biggest hurdle for me? My dog eating the stuffing. All right. Simone, what is her biggest hurdle right now? It landed face down. Shall we be surprised together? Is that the only one that turned over? I swear another one did. Okay. All right. What is it? Let's see. Drum roll. Wow. Another major arcana card, the High Priestess. She's got to go with her intuition, with what her gut says. She's got to trust herself here. Yes. And with all of her planets in Pisces, too. Pisces is a very intuitive sign. I mean, all the water signs are. But, and Pisces can kind of drift, right? Because they have no bounds either. So with the High Priestess energy, and it's funny too, because the High Priestess, not only is it another major arcana card, it's associated with the moon. The moon is also associated with mother energy. And the High Priestess is number 2 in the deck, and the Empress is number 3. Making magic there. The biggest hurdle for her is seriously just following her intuition, trusting herself, trusting what's on the inside here. And like she can make magic happen. You know, you can make anything happen. Anybody can. We all have the tools and everything. But yeah, this tower moment, and I feel as if too with the tower crossing her, it's like the next step. I'm getting like, yeah, motherhood or expanding her family, and the next thing here. That's a big undertaking, and it possibly could be exciting, but also maybe scary for her too. Again, with these 2 cards at present. And too, like on the flip side, maybe, you know, her sticking with her career and continuing with that, she could feel as if that is maybe holding her back from expanding her family or doing her next thing, whatever that may be. But she really needs to trust her intuition and open the third eye and go with that. That is the biggest hurdle. Really trusting herself. What does she want to do? Following what her heart says. Letting the heart and the head be like work in tandem here with the High Priestess energy. There's a lot of mother energy here with the Empress and the High Priestess card. I mean, the Empress is the most motherly, but then the High Priestess, also feminine, mother vibes. And it's for her too, figuring out, facing the fear, which she's clearly no stranger to doing, and lifting the veil. Oh, that's over her eyes, so she can see clearly. It's kind of like the 8 of Swords where she is right now. If you feel held back and like you can't think and see clearly, you really got to dig deep and what's inside and following that. Letting her intuition truly guide her, which it's hard. You know, it can be hard to listen to that, especially if you have conflicting things. You know, you want to do multiple things or, yeah. Very, very magical, though. And, I mean, she's obviously a powerful, completely successful person. So, I mean, it seems like she can do anything she sets her mind to. I mean, we all can, really. But that's just, yeah. Again, I'm just getting the mother vibes here. All right, let's see what is hidden from Simone. What is hidden? Landed face down again. Shall we be surprised together? Let us be. Okay, wow, what a great card for her. Wishes granted, wishes coming true with the Nine of Cups. And this is associated with the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I love that the Sea Witch in this deck, she almost looks like she's winking. What's hidden from her is dreams coming true, wishes being realized, following her intuition. I mean, there's something even more. Again, she already accomplished making history, but something even more for her. Yeah. I almost want to draw another card for that too. Let's do another one. You know what's really interesting? Right now, underneath the deck is the Page of Swords. And the pages are associated with younger people and children. And the sword energy, it's like a new idea. All right, let's try another one. That Nine of Swords, not Nine of Swords, the Nine of Cups. Nine of Swords is way different than the Nine of Cups. All right, so put the nine of Cups here. That's hidden. Wishes coming true. Wishes being granted. All right. Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's energy. There's movement here. Going after what she wants. She will follow her intuition here. She is not going to resist this change that's happening, this transformation that's going to be taking place in her life. And the Knights are all about movement and action, and the Knight of Wands is fast. It's fast action here. And this is associated with the fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. She has her Saturn in Aries as well. Yeah, this is forward movement too. This is going after what you want, making your dreams into a reality here, and leading the way in doing that. And underneath the deck too right now is the Four of Cups. There is some sort of offer. Does she want to take it? The choice is hers within. All right. I feel like I might want to come back to this. What else is hidden from her? But yeah. And two, just with the Page of Swords underneath with the Nine of Cups when that came out, and that being it's associated with creativity and new ideas, and again, it can be associated with children. Hey, okay, I will be back. All right, people, sorry about that. She's getting a timeout now. I feel bad, but she's getting a little bit of a timeout because then she went and started chewing up one of these really awesome rugs that I have. Okay. All right. But like I said, Page of Swords. Yeah, underneath there, new ideas, new creativity, and it could be writing as well, like writing a book. Something like that too. All right, so let's see what some advice for her is, or a solution. I don't think there's necessarily like a huge problem here. I mean, the biggest thing is like, well, the tower crossing where she is right now, feeling a little bit stuck, but the tower, it does crumble things that's around you, but it crumbles it and takes it away because it doesn't work anymore. It sweeps everything away so you can build a new tower up. Building the family. I don't know, getting that vibe. But again, too, with the Four of Cups underneath here, there is an offer. Does she want to take it? Does she see it? What's some advice or a solution to this? Wow! The Hierophant, another major arcana card. Traditional values. Yeah. And the Hierophant, too, let me show you all. Sorry about that. I'm sitting there staring at it. Not even showing you. There we go. And it's interesting, too, that I mentioned right before this, her possibly writing a book. I don't know if she has written a book or she has a book out. There could be, a book coming out. She could be working on that. I don't know why, too, like TV show just popped in. Yes. Yeah, a novel, writing a book. That could be. But the Hierophant is in the advice position here, or a solution to what's going on. The Hierophant is all about what's traditional, following the traditional values, and marriage is associated with the Hierophant. And it's the number 5, which is associated with change as well. Traditional change in a marriage. What can cause some change? Bringing a child into that. Reality TV show. I don't know why I just said reality. Well, I guess a lot of stuff's reality TV show. Yeah, it's like another big step here. And I do think that it's going to be, her focused on her, but also her and Jonathan's relationship and their family now that they're married and they started together and following traditions. So traditionally, people get married, they have kids, but it's the Hierophant too is associated with, higher learning, like philosophy too. She could be working with an older mentor or a guide as well. But yeah, following the traditional rules and values. And right now underneath the deck is Judgment in reversal. There's some sort of like pause. But I do think, why is that not okay? Because she should be able to celebrate and have fun now. It's like you don't have to rush so quickly into the next thing, right? But this is just what the cards are saying. So let's see what the outcome is. What is the outcome for Miss Biles here? What is it? Yeah, I do feel like, though, following that traditional roles of like a husband and wife with the Hierophant here. My dog is being really antsy right now. She is, we have Mercury retrograde coming up, like I said earlier, and Mercury is in its shadow phase right now. And she is a sun in Gemini. So, ruled by Mercury, my dog, rather. So, yeah, definitely can feel those vibes coming. All right, so let's see what the outcome is. Let's see. What do we got? People! Oh my gosh! Wow! Okay, and this is so great because I'll show you here. Let me show you. Look at this! The 10 of Pentacles! That is being happy, stable, surrounded by your family. There's generations to that. No, she's being really antsy. Okay, and what's really amazing is she started with the 9 of Pentacles in reversal and now ends with the 10 of Pentacles, the completion at the end. This is family values. This is being comfortable, stable with your family, your home, obviously your home life, your money, your career. The 10 of Pentacles is like the tree of life energy here for her. That is so amazing. And yeah, I just get moon vibes too. Even though I think it's technically, I guess it could be the sun shining through the water or the moon, but I've always gotten kind of moon vibes from the top of the 10 of Pentacles and the Mermaid Tarot deck. That is just being happy, surrounded by your family, having enough money. Yeah, I could definitely see motherhood in her future here for her. Wow. That's extremely powerful. A completion. And what's really cool about the 10s is not only are they a completion, but you take away the 0 and you're back at the 1 again. Wow. So let's see what's underneath the deck too, the undercurrent of the reading here. 3 of Swords in reversal. All right. Getting through some sort of like mental fog or and I feel like this is her powering her way through after having to drop out before because of the twisties. And now making history, coming back and making history. That is putting the work in. That is doing like the Saturn work. You put the work in and Saturn will reward you. And I think she will be in the spotlight. She will hold this for a very, very long time too, because Saturn is about longevity. And then underneath that is the Lovers in reversal. Yeah, some sort of choice. Twin energy, Gemini energy here as well. Undercurrent, again, is being back kind of at the same place where you were. It's like, okay, the road has split and now I have to go one way. And it's like she went one way, but is back where she started. And then the Queen of Wands in reversal, Queens associated with other people, and Mother energy in reversal, not feeling that complete fire, that complete flame, that complete spark. The Knight of Pentacles in reversal, being at a complete standstill, not moving at all. And then underneath that is the Four of Cups again. There is some sort of offer of what's next. Does she see it? Does she want to take that cup here? Following the intuition. That is the biggest hurdle. All right. And then this is as far as we're going to go. Underneath that, the Star card. Dreams coming true. Again, wishes being granted. Along with the Nine of Cups. Wow. That is amazing energy for her. That is so great. Woo! I mean, as if things weren't going well for her, you know. But I mean, even deep down, there's some trepidation, some worry about the next, what am I going to do the next thing after the Olympics are over? It's like, building up towards this huge thing and then you accomplish it. And then now what? So what's the next step? I do feel as if, I can see motherhood in her future for her. Yeah, I can. So let's do a recap. In the recent past, Nine of Pentacles in reversal, not feeling completely stable. And two, it's funny that I mentioned at the beginning making a wish, and then she got the wish card. Wish is coming true. Interesting. Okay. At present, Eight of Swords, not seeing completely clearly, feeling a little bit held back in a sense, with the Tower crossing that energy. Removing the blindfold so you can see and think clearly and making a decision, because there is a transformation happening. Out with the old and in with the new. Outside influences, what's crossing? All right, Simone, do you want to be a mom or do you want to continue with your career? As if she can't do both. But definitely motherhood on the brain here. I'm getting that. I am getting that. And two, even though she's so young, she's 27 and feeling as if she's like the mother of her team as well too. I could see that. Biggest hurdle, trust your intuition. And this screams Pisces energy here too with the High Priestess, just with the colors. And I mean, all of it's water because it's the Mermaid Tarot, but trust that intuition. And what's hidden? Nine of Cups, wishes coming true here, wishes being granted. All right. And I drew an extra one, Knight of Swords Knight of Wands, that passion, going after what you want, taking action here, making it happen. Advice or solution, writing, studying, working with a guide or a mentor. Traditional values, changes with the number 5. Traditional values in the realm of being married, husband and wife. What comes next? Traditionally speaking here. And, I did mention also perhaps her writing a book or TV show, something like that. I don't know why I just got getting a TV show. Oh, this just flew in. So it could fly out as soon as it flew in, but getting a TV show to show her growing family, but getting more book, but we shall see. Time will tell. And then the outcome, the Ten of Pentacles. It's everything. Ultimate completion. Again, the Tree of Life energy here. Being surrounded by generations of your family. Look at that bountiful feast. Look at all of their faces. They're happy, they're content. It's different generations. Having everything that you need. Stable. Happiness. Fulfillment. Especially in regard to family life. Yeah, and career too, with the Pentacles there. Wow. That was great. That was amazing. And I hope everybody liked it. I was going to say loved it. I hope you loved it. And I thought that was a great reading too. And we'll see in due time. Time will tell. But I appreciate everybody for watching, and especially those of you that watched until the very end. Thank you, thank you. So, Simone Biles. Exciting times to be Simone, and hopefully some good stuff ahead for her here. And yeah, trusting her gut and listening to her intuition. And you know, she's a smart, successful woman. You know, I think she's got all the tools there to make her wishes come true, and I think she'll do it. And yeah, all these major arcana cards in here for her too: the Tower, the Empress, the High Priestess, and the Hierophant, and then the star at the bottom of the deck there. All right. Okay, everybody. Again, I really, really hope you enjoyed that. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. Until next time, take care, and I will see you later. I feel like I said take care. Weird, but take care, everybody. All right? See you next time. Bye.